as we're about 5 minutes late. And we are now live. Now, as usual, check with our players if there's any old business before we start the session. I believe I owe Tylor his magical item.
Do you?
Yeah, you picked up a magical item. You also should have added that 600 AXP I mentioned.
Oh, I did that last week. I'd already done that at some point.
Yeah.
I'm level 3 now.
It's not a sponsored ad, but I picked up a razor bag at work, and as typical for my use of razor technology, one of the handles broke. I probably didn't have the right drivers. But I need my notebook. And I believe you rolled a 7 on my list, on my loot. Oh no, it couldn't be 7. Because that's what thing you got. And you got the magic soap.
Yeah, I do remember rolling something now. I have no idea what it was.
I'll let you re-roll it.
Or
I remember
what am I rolling?
you got a 20 for the thing, so it's going to be a magic item no matter. It's going to be a minor magical item no matter what.
No problem. What am I rolling? A D6 or something?
D20.
D20. 10.
10.
Yes.
Oh, it hasn't come up. Oh, now it has.
Oh, there was that sword I had the blacksmith look at last week. That I.
Oh yeah, the orc sword.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me just sort this out a second.
Wait, did we pick up the sword before we jumped into the underworld? Or did you leave it with the blacksmith?
I got it off him, I think. About the same time I swapped my amulet for the amulet of the drunkard.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, you did.
Okay, Simon, you pick up. You've got small vial of magical poison.
Lovely. Is that on D&D Beyond? Is that an item?
Let me just check.
Poison, basic vial?
Sorry?
Or potion of poison? Or potion of... poison, basic vial?
No, it's Hold on, let me just find the thing a second.
Why am I also hearing myself twice?
Not sure. Oh, is it? No, it's not that. Hold on, let me pull up the.
It's very faint. I'll survive.
It's probably my. Oh, nuts. I won't be able to hear anyone for a few moments. Yeah, that should have solved it. Assuming that I can hear you at all. Hello?
Hello?
Nope.
Oh, suddenly everyone went quiet and I couldn't hear anyone.
Right.
To turn up a little bit louder than that.
Sorry, I was eating a cookie.
I was gonna check on the stream because I got it up, but then I'm on an ad at the moment. So
It was probably the fact that my microphone was a bit too close to my screen, so it was picking up from there. I've just turned the screen down a little bit, which won't affect the volume on stream, but it will make it so that that doesn't cause a problem.
Cool.
Get that out of the way. Okay. So, no Wolfie for the moment. No horde of hyenas.
No Wolfie or Obnoxious?
alright.
Not so far. I've not seen Wolfie online for a couple of days, which is very strange for him. Unless he's not paid his broadband bill. Or he's still visiting his mum and hasn't told anyone. But yeah, we should be ready to properly start in just a moment. Once I've caught up with myself. It's always the problem, as I said, with working Tuesdays. I set everything up thinking I was ready, and then discovered a couple of little things at the last moment. Ugh. Okay. So... That's better. Everything was glowing a bit too much on the thing. Okay, I'll just move. Okay. Okay, I've just messaged him. And just clearing the stuff off the board that's not actually on the board. And you will roll me initiative.
Okay. 17.
22.
11.
Okay. That's... So that would make it Fernando. Fernando, then Richter. Tylor, me, and monsters. Okay, well that's that quickly dealt with. Just gonna check that message because. Okay, Wolfie's not feeling too well. Obnoxious will probably be late. He's not replying, which is usually he's up to something and will get back to us.
Okay.
So, at the end of the last session, Obnoxious blew up the well. Oh, he's in chat. Okay. Obnoxious blew up the well and basically destroyed. Well, actually, no. This is Tylor doesn't know about this. Basically, they got out of the sort of hell dimension, found themselves in a lovely little town where you know, Richter and Fernando proved themselves to be very, very popular. And Obnoxious decided to try throwing some of the his blessed concoction into the well. And when he did, he blew up half the town and caused a gateway to a another sort of into the underworld. And from that spewed forth a vast number of undead, wights, wraiths, all sorts of things. But curiously, they didn't seem very interested in attacking anyone. They just seemed to be running. And so that's where everyone finds themselves. Falling, basically. So each of you basically well, you're going to be falling for a couple of turns still. So Fernando, is there anything you would like to do as you
No, I'm just going to keep playing my violin as I fall.
Okay.
Since I jumped in backwards playing the violin after using the suggestion on the spirits.
Well, you're seeing a lot of the spirits sort of heading in different directions. You have a connection to the Raven Queen, don't you?
Yes.
Yes.
She is my warlock patron. She's I'm wielding a cursed blade of the Raven Queen.
Okay. So you're just gonna keep performing as you go. So.
Yeah, I'm going to try and perform so that any of the spirits are compelled to follow me back down to hell.
Okay. Richter.
Would you like a performance check for this?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
A 21.
Ooh. Yeah, there's quite a few of them following you. Richter, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm mid-fall right now, so I'm not sure what I can do. I guess perception, see if I can see anything.
Yeah? Yeah?
Natural 1. Never mind.
You see lots of angelic faces.
Right, yeah, I don't think I'm going to do anything with this move.
No, that's alright. As I said, it's there isn't really much you can do, but it's just a quick sort of, like, if you had any harebrained schemes, you know, sort of, you never know. In my job, you tend to find that this is the part where the party suddenly, like, I don't know, improvises a grappling hook or something ridiculous,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I wanted you to like fall down this.
Oh, what do I do about that orc sword? Do
Um,
I
I shall sneakily add it to your character sheet as we go, because I have to find it.
Okay. Alright, fair enough.
Um, so Tylor, this is going to be a bit of a surprise to you. You emerge from your amulet to find you're falling.
Am I still inflicted by that red sand at all?
No, no, no. It's worked its way out of your sinuses and stuff by now. There's enough air and stuff blowing up there.
Okay, cool. I guess I will also try and see what we're about to land on. Make sure we're not just going to splat to our death.
Okay.
Perception as well.
Yeah.
11.
You see a little bit more. You see strange emblems and things in the darkness as you travel. Very ancient.
What language? Is there a language?
They're I'm trying to think what they call it. The celestial language. The name has popped out of my head at the moment.
In D&D, it's just called Celestial.
Yeah. I had a feeling it was something like that, but for some reason I was like, that sounds too
Celestial,
on the
the
nose.
language of the angels.
Like it's there's got to be something else.
In that case, I can't read it. Never mind.
Okay. Okay. Well, you keep falling for quite a significant time. Until you thud down on this very strange orange sand, like well, orange dirt at the bottom of this fall. Okay, so need perception checks as you get to your turns. So, Fernando, perception check.
22.
Wow. Okay. Laid out in front of you is a wasteland of debris from the town that's been brought in with you. As well as there is a raven flying around. This area feels familiar but wrong. Because the plants are here. The plants you saw in the other dimension are here, growing. Something that you know can't be possible. And there are lots of spirits just milling around and sort of...
Do you have any idea what realm we're supposed to be in?
It's around. It's a space which is basically between the mortal plane and the Raven Queen's domain.
So it's limbo.
Yeah, basically. Which is why
Because
you've got
you
all
go
this
through
debris.
limbo.
Which is why you've got all this debris and things, because it's things that could not pass over.
Because the Raven Queen's the one who decides where you go when you die.
Mm.
My friends, I think we find ourselves between the mortal realms and the realms of the dead. Yet he's going to just point his violent bow at the plants, but they should not be here. They are very wrong.
How does one get out of such a place?
Myself, I have never been here, but the proper way to leave here is to be judged and sorted by the Raven Queen to move on to whatever adventure awaits you after you die.
So we might all be dead.
Oh, we're not dead. While you were in your amulet, we had a bit of a run-in with some spectres, shall we say, and we had to follow them into the hole in the hope of closing it up so that they came back and didn't, overrun the world of the living.
So we're down here deliberately. Okay.
Yeah. So I imagine we could get to the whatever realm of the dead we need to very easily, but getting out's going to be a problem.
Yep.
Maybe the Raven Queen can help us?
If she is so inclined, she may well do. But maybe,
Well,
maybe she will decide to keep one or more of us. It is down to her whim.
do we know where we need to go?
Well, straight ahead of you there is a raven.
I think we already have a guide.
Did you guys take a long rest at all last episode, or
We did manage to get a long rest, yes.
Do I also get a long rest?
Yes, you will have rested for the whole of that session.
Cool, thank you. Who wants to take the lead?
Well, I believe it's
Yeah,
Fernando's
I will.
turn.
Yes, I will lead on. I'm just going to point my bowstring at the raven. If you are a guide, please lead
And also, as you're the
and
one
show
most
us the way.
affiliated with the Raven Queen, you're probably the best one to take points.
Well, I said at the beginning to the DM. The DM is the only one who knows this. The bowstring is weaved out of the Raven Queen's hair. It's magically linked to the death.
Right.
So I'm gonna play a little jaunty tune and have the Raven lead us. And I got a performance of 23.
Ah.
No, only a 15 on the dice.
The raven screeches at you. You're the only one who could... Well, yeah, you got the 22 on perception, so you can see there's something wrong with it.
Mm.
Its eyes are... One eye is the sort of... Make sure I get this right. One eye is the normal yellow and... So is it yellow and black of a... The usual
That sounds
sort
right.
of... The usual sort of... iris and black eye of a raven. The other eye is red and slightly glowing.
Do I have any idea what that means?
No.
Can I make an insight check to see whether it is meant to guide us?
Yeah, go for it.
15? It's like a 15? The worst.
No. It's
Oh,
not.
it's not.
Something's very wrong. That raven should be the emissary of the Raven Queen, but something's not right about it. It seems strangely hostile.
Is it considered a beast?
Yes.
Or maybe undead? Could I try and speak to it?
Well, once it gets...
That's not my...
Well, yeah, once it gets to your turn. But
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
Richter, it's your turn.
Right, so I have Divine Sense, but that only allows me to detect good and evil. It wouldn't tell me anything about what's wrong with the Raven, would it?
Or it might give you some insight.
Oh, well, first I'd better roll a perception check, like you said, yeah? First a perception. There we go. 18.
Yeah, you can see the raven. You can see there are a lot of these plants here again. Well, a bit like the other dimension. And the raven doesn't look quite right.
Can I use Divine Sense and maybe an Insight check to see if I can ascertain what is up with this Raven?
Yeah.
Rolling for Insight. 20.
Nice.
You're getting a strong sense of this raven being evil.
A strong sense of the raven being evil. So is it possessed or?
You may want to tell Fernando that.
Fernando, I'm sensing a lot of evil from this raven.
Yes, it doesn't look quite right, does it? It looks a bit off.
I think my guess would be something's got to it and affected it somehow, but is there anything we can do about that, though, is the thing.
Well,
I'm unsure.
I could try speaking to it.
well, it's your turn now, so
I will slowly walk towards it and kneel down and
can
say,
you give me a perception
hit
check
it.
first?
Oh, sure. 13.
You can see the stuff that's close by, but not pick up the some
The
of the
raven.
detail. Like you don't notice the eye color. Okay, so you're going to approach the raven.
Yeah, and kneel down and, hey there, little guy. Can we help you? Is everything okay?
The raven seems to stare at you with one eye and then suddenly goes for the attack.
Right.
Just lunges at your finger. Oh yeah, because you can speak properly, can't you, to beasts?
Well, I can communicate in a limited manner. They can understand me, but I cannot understand them in return. But I have advantage on charisma checks to influence them.
As you talk to it, though, it starts to breathe harder. So it's straining.
Oh, I've got a bit underneath as well. I can decipher their noises and motions. Speech of the woods.
You can tell that something is... Its behavior is that of something suffering from some form of indecision. Like it can't seem to make up its mind what it wants to do.
I'll ask it. If you let us pass, maybe we can fix what's wrong with you. Heal your ailment.
It holds up its leg, and in the center of its claw, there's a small black dot. Like a splinter.
I'll look at the guys. Either of you good at removing splinters?
Yeah,
And I'll
I can definitely. Dre.
point and mention the splinter in this raven's foot. And I guess that'll be my turn.
Okay. So Fernando, it is your turn.
I'm going to cast. I'm going to cast Friends on it.
Okay.
To make it more amusable to me, and then I'm going to try and approach it slowly and remove the splinter from its foot.
As you attempt to move the splinter, what are you going to use to remove it? What you can actually use to try and remove this splinter?
I'm just going to use the edge of one of my daggers.
Okay. As you attempt to hook the splinter free, your blade seems to go through it and not connect with it. And as it does, you feel a strong impression about your violin.
An impression.
The raven looks at the violin and starts to flap.
I'm sorry, little bird. I do not speak Raven. Does it want me to play for it? No, they can play that. Does it want me to play for it?
It flaps more.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up the violin. And I'll play something nice and calming.
As you start to play, you start to hear a flapping sound. And a figure floats down from out of the, well, I say ceiling. This guy's wearing gold armor. Well, mixture of gold armor. And he says to you, you don't need to play for the Raven. I can tell you what's wrong here.
Then please enlighten me, weird winged fellow.
Um. Well, where to start? You see that splinter? You caused that. Do you not sense it here?
Now, I realise that what I don't remember is hardly an accurate barometer of what did or didn't happen. But I don't remember ever splintering a raven.
Oh, you mortals. Tell me, one who plays with death, what is one of the constants of the universe about death? Where does she sit in the grand design? Where does the Raven Queen's throne lie? Is she within the realms of darkness or the kingdoms of good?
She is a neutral entity. She is neither good nor evil. Death is certain for all things. She merely judges you, and where your spirit should go after this. It leaves this mortal coil.
Except, what does she feel of now? What fills your mind when you play your violin? Thoughts of evil? Like the raven? Your friend the Paladin here senses great darkness coming from the raven. Surely you must know that this is wrong. Death is not something that takes sides, and yet suddenly something has caused death to take a side. And it is not your side.
Has something afflicted this raven, or is this an internal manifestation?
Just look upon its hand. Look upon its claw, its talon. You can see what's caused it.
So it is the splinter.
Yes. But you can't remove the splinter from her servant. You must remove the splinter from her. You have caused something truly dangerous. You have moved death from a position of neutrality to a position of evil.
Well, that's not good.
So instead of following the grand design, she is up on the earth taking who she feels like. For no reason. And not
That's even less good.
and not sending them to heaven, whatever your desired location would be, call it heaven, or hell, Tartarus, or whichever. You are simply being destroyed. Why do you think the spirits are so fearful? They're not trying to invade your world, they're trying to escape. Not to invade, but to flee.
I see.
There is no respite for the undead. There's no respite for the dead here. They're simply her next toy. And it is because of you mortals. That stone of yours.
That's not our stone, mate. We're just here investigating it.
Well, there's little much a minor
I feel like we
deity
just keep
like I
stumbling
can
from
do.
problem to problem.
I cannot stay here and help you. Eventually, I shall
Okay, so-
succumb to the mark as well.
So what you're telling us, though, is we have to find the Raven Queen and, well, remove this splinter from her, whatever that ends up manifesting as.
When your friend caused that explosion, he caused a shard of that black stone to travel into the underworld. It found its way into the hand of the Raven Queen. And from that moment onwards, she changed. She was no longer
Oh,
happy with song and revelry, with her duty, with any of it. You do not realize how
Yeah.
dangerous this is. Not fully. But like I said, there's very little a deity such as I can do to help you.
oh. Damn it, obnoxious.
Although you, Paladin, I may be able to help you.
Aye.
Come closer.
Alright. Something. So, Alright, so I'll approach the guy.
Yeah.
Is it, I'm not even sure it's my turn. Did we end Fernando's turn, or...?
He was trying to
Yeah.
remove the
Yeah.
splinter and then found it didn't work.
Ah,
But he
right.
did manage to summon the person who could help you.
Ah, right. Okay, well, if it's my turn, then I'll approach this guy. With due caution.
As you get close to him, you realise he's a white. Yet his armour is strangely glowing. He has he's not wearing much in the way of armour. It's sort of he looks like the stereotypical barbarian. A sort of gold cross strap, gold sort of furry pants, gold boots, gold gloves. And as you approach him, you realise there's something strange about his stomach. There's something sticking out of him.
Oh, wow.
You want to roll a
You're
perception?
right there, mate. Yeah, alright. Rolling perception. As soon as I find the tab again. There we are. 6. No.
Oh, this is fairly obvious, like extremely obvious, especially
So
for
you're going to
you.
give me that anyway?
He has a beer tap sticking
He has a
out
beer tap.
where his belly button would be. There is literally a beer tap.
I don't suppose if I turn that on, beer's going to come out. No, My God, mate, what happened to you?
He looks at you and smiles and goes, "Oh, my attempt to prove useful to my party. But now the source of my amber nectar. You do not believe me?
Source of I'm not sure what you mean, honestly.
He pulls, strangely, he pulls a pint glass, seemingly from out of nowhere. It just seems to appear in his hand.
Right.
He turns the tap on his stomach, and it fills with this ale. And he hands it to you.
I never thought I'd see the day where I'd be offered a free ale and be apprehensive about drinking it, but here we are. This ain't, what exactly is this? Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but what am I holding?
Oh, this is my, as I said, this is my golden nectar. Your whole party, you are, welcome to have a drink.
You know what? I'll be the you know what? I'll be the canary. Yeah, I'll neck the glass of ale.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll drink it. I don't care.
As it passes your lips, it is the sweetest and greatest ale you have ever tasted.
Oh my god, now that is better than sex.
And for this session, you have double your normal spell points.
Nice.
Your amulet of the drunkard starts to glow. And from there, we will move on to Tylor's turn.
I will look at this chap and thank him for clarifying what was the cause of the splinter, because for a moment Tylor thought it was Fernando. How do we proceed in removing the splinter from the Raven Queen?
Well, first you must find her. As I said, I cannot stay here for much longer. There are other people here who can help you. Other friends who are waiting just trial, or simply hanging around, waiting to see where things might go. Perhaps talking with one of them, or persuading one of them, is your best bet. But the very least I can do is offer you some sustenance. Would you also care for a drink?
Do you have milk?
Unfortunately, no.
Unfortunately, I do not. I do not drink.
A pity.
Maybe my friend here could have another one.
Hey, I'll take it.
In my stead.
No. Another would be far too much for him.
I think you're underestimating my liver's ability to metabolize toxins. No, I'll take that. It's probably some sort of magic ale. So I shall take the warning and not push my luck.
Okay. And you, fellow bard, what would you ask of me before I leave? As he turns to Fernando.
What is your investment in this? Why were you the one who heeded my call?
Do you not know me? I would have thought you would have been the one to know who I was. Is my countenance not appear? Is not my countenance apparent to you?
Do I know who this is?
He's a minor deity. You might. He is a lesser god a lesser deity who is only really blessed during funerals. As a lesser deity in wine and song, in remembrance. He has many names.
Yeah, the god of the weak.
Yes. I have been called this in the past. And just recently there have been far too many. But it is not within my power to repair the damage to the Raven Queen. More likely I'm to fall to this as well. Like her avatar there. That's why I come here, to offer you my bounty, to tell you what I can, and then I must depart. If there are any words of counsel or pledges of support I can give you now, speak. I shall honor them.
Are there any characters down here we should avoid?
There are beings of evil who are hiding here. Approach them carefully.
Wait, Spirit, you know who I am, yeah?
Yes.
My crew, who, I lost before coming to this island. Could you tell me what became of them?
It's difficult for me to know. People partied, people remembered as though they were dead. But part of me thinks that they are not. Not fully. Some,
Worth a shot,
perhaps.
thanks anyway.
I'm sorry, I cannot give you much comfort.
If they're down here, I'll find them, I'm sure.
Compared to the other deities of the underworld, I am but a jester. I bring remembrance and good tidings to mortals who are suffering when their associates, when their friends, their loved ones pass beyond. I go to their gatherings and sprinkle my ale upon theirs, so that their good tidings are enhanced, so that their friends so their friends are not truly gone. It helps build those memories.
Well, that's comforting either way. Is that the first time I've canonically mentioned my lost crew?
Yes. Unfortunately, you are asking the one person in death who cannot actually tell precisely.
Yeah.
He
What
means well.
happened
He
to them,
really
if they're
is
dead or
trying
not.
to. He really means well. He is trying to help you. But
Yeah. I appreciate the honesty, mate.
a lesser deity of wine and song and the Irish wake, basically.
Right. Well, it was worth a try.
An unlikely ally for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I guess now is not the time for you to regale us with stories. Merely to lend your assistance should we need it later, and I hold my hand out for a glass of his ale.
So he undoes his little tap and hands you a pint of his ale.
I have never yet refused to drink, and never yet will.
Well, this will be the greatest drink you ever have.
You won't be sorry, mate.
May my funeral be the greatest that you will ever attend.
You see, I know of the great pattern of the universe. To all things there is an end. And so I know of your end, Fernando. And I know that I will be spending a good long while preparing the ale for that party. Because there will be a lot needed. Fernando is known far and wide. And many will mourn him when he goes.
But today will not be that day.
That's... I leave in mortal hands. But if there is nothing else I can do to help you, I must away. Ask one more question of me and then I must go.
One more question. What is the single best piece of advice you can give us for our course of action?
From behind you, you hear a little voice say, Perhaps I can answer that for you. Adventurers, you need to fear the fury of the friend before the fury of your foe.
I never did like riddles.
That sounds ominous.
Disappears back into the thing. Back. He flutters away into the thing. Can't have him lurking on the board all the time. As in him lurking. He's like Waldo. Just bald. Okay. So, whose turn is it? Or shall we start the turn order again? I think we should start the turn order again.
Oh wow, that was just my. I just had my turn.
Okay. So, Richter, what would you like to do?
Well, I guess another perception check would be in order because, well, we've just finished an encounter with the deity. Got to take stock of what to do next. So I'll roll for perception first, if that's alright. A perception roll of 18. Let's try and get my bearings then. What do I see?
Well, your amulet... Well, the amulet of the drunkard is starting to... Is glowing more.
I knew I felt a peculiar draw to this here amulet, but okay, I'll take the amulet in my hands and try and focus on it, see if it will do anything. Is that a roll?
No,
Or
no. As you do, you feel the same energy coursing through you as you did when you picked up your relic for the first time.
I feel like a new man. Right.
And you notice that the amulet has a small icon on it now. The same icon as on the pint glass.
Has he become my patron deity?
Yes. Well, it seems...
Appropriate.
Yeah.
What was in that ale? Magic.
Well, you know, it depends on the age of the keg and everything, and...
Okay,
I'll have to tell you afterwards the story of that character.
yeah. Okay, so, well, we've got to find the Raven Queen. Is the Raven still here?
Yeah.
Is there any way we could convince it to lead us to the Raven Queen?
There is something else
I'm not
here
sure there's any way
well.
I could. Okay, I'll take a look around then.
In the corner of your eye, you spotted something moving in the distance. A shadowy figure.
Yeah.
moving close to one of the plants, watching you.
All right. I'll address this figure and go. Whoever's over there, we're not hostile if you're not. Friend or foe?
It doesn't move. It doesn't react. It doesn't want to give. Well, I think now it would make it Tylor's turn.
Okay.
Which way do we proceed, fellas?
We were pointed straight on, correct?
No, not so much straight on. That you were directed to find someone. There were people here who could help you.
I will follow your lead, Fernando. You have a better connection with the Raven Queen than I.
Nah, if you insist, my friend, I will lead the way.
I will prep Shillelagh on my staff as well.
Could you give me a perception check?
Sure. 16.
Okay, you spot something as well. At the corner of your eye. Not at the closest tree thing, but in the distance, a shadowy thing trying to conceal itself behind the branches.
I will point that direction with my staff and say, I see you.
Again, it doesn't react. It's
Be on guard.
We come in peace unless you don't.
I'll end my turn. I'll just wait and see what happens.
okay. The being starts to move closer towards a ruined table, trying to circle around behind you. But you can only see it properly. You can only see it really in the corner of your eye. When it goes into the fore of your eye, it seems to disappear. As though you don't want to see it. Fernando, it's your turn.
What's the creature that Tylor's looking at?
Oh,
He's just pointing to stick at something.
you'll have to roll a perception. You're like the only one who hasn't.
A natural 20 for 23.
You've seen it. directly. It's some form of shadow demon.
The aggressive kind?
It seems more acting as a spy. I think you've seen it before.
Hmm.
It's never normally hung around this long. In fact, you recognise it
Can I...
as being the one that's been following you on occasion.
Ooh. Can I... I have double the spell slots at the moment, don't I? Cool. Can I cast suggestion? And I'm going to say, I suggest you come out and tell us why you've been following us and what your grand plan is. It needs to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Let me just get my... No, 'tis failed.
He has to do exactly what I've just told him to do.
It floats towards you. What was it you asked?
For him to come out and tell us exactly why he's been following us and what he's up to and what his grand plan is.
I am simply following you for my master. He told me to follow you and to spy on you. And that is why I've followed you everywhere.
So his master's just ordered him to follow us round.
Yes.
And what is your grand plan?
Well, I do not know
With this information.
I do not know what my master's grand plan is. I simply provide him with information about you. He finds you deeply fascinating.
And who is your master? He does. That wasn't part of my original suggestion, so he does not have to answer that. He only has to follow my. When I use suggestion, I always have Fernando go, "I suggest," and then whatever his sentence after that is exactly what they have to do.
It's like "Would you kindly" from Bioshock.
Yeah, basically, it's the I can just make you do what I want.
But he's done exactly what you wanted, so...
Oh,
Yeah, so I'm still gonna ask him who's his master. He just isn't magically compelled to answer. But at this point, he's started talking anyway, so he might decide to.
Yeah, and he does tend to be a bit of a blabbermouth. So, yeah. He tends to open his gob when he shouldn't. My master, the Wizard Venger.
Oh, not that. Ah, not that asshole.
He is deeply interested in this black stone you've discovered.
Him, his other servant, the Lord who tricked us.
Oh, you mean his former servant? The one the master killed? For betraying Venger.
Karen, I'm debating whether I should drop this guy a piece of information because we don't like the other guy. So Fernando's just going to cock his leg over the other and just sort of air quotes. Yes, the one venture killed. Now, I would appreciate if you'd stop following me. I do like me and my lovely friends here like our privacy. And I would hate to have to cut you down. We are rather busy right now.
Well, I saw who you were speaking to. Why would the Lord of Wakes come to your aid? I have told you information.
I mean, he does seem like my kind of guy.
Perhaps you would tell me something.
Yep. A Paladin here. He is a worshipper of the Lord of Wakes.
I guess I am now. After that beer, I am now, mate. I'll tell you that. But other than that, never seen him before. Couldn't tell you.
And you, Druid, do you have anything to say to me?
Have I ever seen this guy or heard of these characters before? This wizard?
Yeah, he's pretty well known. Sort of upper league asshole. Evil guy.
Is there anything we can do to sway you to stop following us? Maybe report to your master some false information.
You think I could provide false information to Venger? What benefit would it be for me?
You tell me, what can we do for you?
If I weren't playing with chaotic good characters, I'd say do it and we won't kill you. But I guess I should.
But Fernando's just gonna make his eyes glow a little and look at him. I could make you. Like I just made you spill out guts to us. It wouldn't be that hard.
My master would kill me if I betrayed him.
Maybe we'll kill him if you don't help us.
Besides, you know what happened to the Baron. My master is not patient with people who turn on him.
I guess it depends on who you want to bet on.
Well, I'm guessing your master will be rather unhappy with you anyway, since I assume your job was to stay discreet about this, and you kind of failed at that.
I mean, yeah, he's yeah, I'm guessing he's gonna kill you either way, mate. You might as well hedge your bets.
Oh, my master won't kill me for being detected by you. You have no way out of here. Your lives ended the second you entered that portal into the underworld.
Alright, bet. Okay.
But hello, Fair Stewart.
Hi.
I will be around if you need to speak again. And he starts to.
So what is it? Just sort of a little shadowy demon,
Yeah,
or
basically. As I said, he's literally just a spy. That's why pretty much every time you've spotted him or got close to spotting him, he's pegged it. There's something very suspicious about him hovering around like this and waiting.
But let's turn to Fernando and sort of try and whisper, can we take this guy out? Or shall we?
I am uncertain. Confident we might be able to kill him. Uncertain about how his master might feel about this murder.
Maybe Tiamat could help us.
I don't think we should count on that.
I wouldn't rely on the Dragon Queen. She is both volatile and very evil. She will quite happily just melt us rather than help us.
Can't just allow this guy to keep following us. We need to. Why would this wizard want to spy on us?
How strong do I reckon this guy is?
Oh, the Shadow Demon.
Yeah.
Can't be that strong.
Again, him I am not worried about. His master, physical of his master, could end badly for us. But I agree, I dislike him following us.
On your move. And I turn back to face the creature.
It's reversed, but back a little bit. But it's still visible. Kind of like a shadow against a wall. Not quite three-dimensional. Okay. NPC's turn.
Hmm.
There is a familiar shape moving towards you. Okay, Fernando, it is your turn.
What is the familiar shape moving towards us?
I'll need another perception check.
Ooh, an 8.
Well, it's a big target, so I'll let that in. It's Stonehand.
Ah, boy. I'm just gonna raise my violin to my chin for a second, just in case, because I remember things warning of what was his riddle? Exactly, it was
Beware of friend before being wary of foe.
yeah, 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 and and then suddenly Stonehand appears. Got Fernando's interest. So I'm just gonna point my bow. Well met, my friend. What brings you here? You were not with us when we jumped.
He looks at you. No. I'm dead.
Then that isn't fortunate for you. I think maybe you should help us in our endeavor. It will help you to move on to your next adventure.
Well, hey, maybe we could even get you out of here. We'll see what happens. Well, no, I suppose we were down here to stop the dead from coming.
Okay. You wish to help. You wish to help your good friend Stonehand?
Of course.
I do not like the way he said that.
Do you see that beast over there? There is a large lumbering beast that's sort of in the. It's quite a. It's visible, but it's not anywhere near you. It's just sort of wandering around by itself. It's generally disinterested in everything. It seems to be more playing with the plants than anything. That beast prevents me from my rightful place. Do as my good friend Noxious would do and rid me of this torment.
You want us to blow it up? That's probably what Obnoxious would do.
I do not care. Simply rid me of this torment.
So we got to
Now,
get.
he's
rid of
sounding way
that.
more intelligent than Stonehand. Can I insight him?
Oh yeah, he's
for
extremely
50. I don't believe
evil.
he's Stonehand.
He is so evilly Stonehand that like he might as well have grown a tree mustache and be twirling it with every single sentence. That's how bad he is. And bad at concealing.
Is he actually Stonehand?
Yeah, he's actually.
Is he actually Stonehand or is he someone?
He's actually Stonehand.
He's just super evil now.
He's been corrupted by whatever it is that was unleashed.
I think you should relinquish your evil ways and step out of our way before we cut you down.
Is I wonder if there's anything I can do as a paladin to help purify people. Maybe not at this level, but
Not sure you can really disquiet the sort of angry dead.
no, that's a little above my pay grade, I imagine.
Yeah, because at the moment, as I said, he's sort of choosing to be like this. You have to remember, in his mind,
It
Noxious
is me, but I can't
betrayed him.
help but notice that everything that shows up blames us, yet I can only see one correlating member of our group between all of these incidents.
Who incidentally is not here right now.
I feel like I'm cleaning up after that rogue a lot.
It'd be so funny if he turned up at this point. Just like turns up, hi guys. That'd just be like the most amazing timing.
Yeah. Oh, hey, I'm immune to disease. I didn't know that. I was just checking my character sheet, the things I might be able to do.
But he's offline and he hasn't actually responded to my messages.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell him to step out of our way. You should step out our way before we cut you down, and I'm gonna hold a vicious mockery in case he does anything aggressive towards us. And I'm gonna start walking forwards,
Ooh.
leading the group to where we want to go. Oh, what was the beast he was asking us to kill?
It's basically a huge dog.
Oh, I'm killing a dog.
No, I ain't doing that.
But the dog is also cursed. I feel like that's going to be the GM's thing at the moment, is everything we run into.
The
Is
dog
that-
is also cursed.
Yeah. Is made from potassium benzoate. That's bad.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's
Can I go now?
it's everyone always remember that. Forgets that bit. But it comes with
You get your choice of free Frogut.
yeah, it comes.
Oh,
it
that's
comes
good.
with a free
The
Frogut.
Frogut is
The
cursed.
Frogut is also.
That's bad.
Good. It comes with a free.
Comes
Frogut.
with your choice of
That's
toppings.
good.
That's good.
But the Frogut
Doesn't contain
the
potassium
Oh no,
benzoate.
the Frogut is cursed. But it comes with your. It
That's
comes
bad.
with your choice of toppings. That's bad. That's good.
Good. But the
The
toppings,
toppings contain potassium benzoate. That's bad.
Can I go now?
It's because I just love that line so much.
Well, I feel like that's what this episode is, because you're like, there's a raven. It is also diseased. Oh, there's a shadow monster. It is also evil. A Stonehand. He is also evil. Fernando, can I go now?
There's a big dog. It's also evil.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. Just everything down here is evil.
It's almost like an evil hell dimension is full of evil hell dimension things. In an evil hell dimension.
Yeah, it does look that way.
And we've got a special cameo playing the evil hell beast. Very special cameo from the 80s. But okay, so Fernando sort of started leading the walk towards the middle. So what would you like to do, Richter?
I mean, I'm probably, despite my good mood, I am probably feeling a little overwhelmed with all the evil about the place. So I'm gonna... let's see. How can I get my bearings? There doesn't seem to be a spell I can use to undo the evil on Stonehand. I don't know whether we want to fight him, and if we do, I don't want to be the one to start it. Because I've been the one to escalate situations one too many times, I think, at this point. Let's see. I mean, I guess I could use another divine sense to confirm. Well, mind you, we already know that Stonehand is evil. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna roll for perception and see if I can see a way forward in any respect.
Okay.
16.
As the dog has moved, you can see it's pacing around a hole. Very similar to the well that you saw before, with the vines growing all around it.
Right.
Clearly that was their way into this area. As though they're growing up from somewhere.
So that well leads down to the source of those evil plants.
Yeah.
Why couldn't Noxious have blown that one up? Right, okay. There isn't really anything I can do to those things. So I guess I'll just point it out to the rest of the party. Say, yeah, mates, that dog is guarding a well where those evil plants keep coming from. And just leave it up to the group to decide what we do about it.
Okay. How's everyone going to react to that?
Is this a different direction to the way Fernando's just started walking?
No.
And the evil plants, are these the ones that we helped in the other realm
Yeah.
to destroying the... Okay. Well, I guess, shall we do Stonehand's bidding?
Hey, look, can you not talk to this animal? You seem to be good at talking to beasts.
Yeah, I can certainly try. Reluctantly.
He may not be cutting it, he may be sniffing around.
I guess I will slowly start approaching this dog creature.
Okay.
Trembling as I do so.
The dog is sort of sniffing and just as I said, just sort of wandering. And I feel as you sorry, just getting something out. Does it notice you wandering up behind it? No. It hasn't noticed you. It's just sort of wandering. What else? Was there something you specifically wanted to try and do to it?
Talk to it.
Oh, you're going to talk to it?
I'm going to try to.
Okay. Okay, what are you going to say to it?
I'm going to take out a ration. Have I got ration packs?
Yeah, you should have some
I do.
left still.
Yeah, I'll take out a ration pack and... Here there, boy.
The creature turns and turns towards you. I really should explain how big this dog is. This dog is approximately... Well, you're the tallest member of the group. Well, your miniature is. This dog is at least 10 feet high by 6, 12, 18, say 20 feet long. It's
Okay, now.
its canines, its teeth, the corners of its mouth are bigger than your fists, well, bigger than your arm and wrist. Sort of, yeah. It could basically eat you in one go, just like nom. It is huge.
Fernando. Oh. Are we sure this is a good idea?
Were you the one who started offering it a treat?
Yeah.
Fernando's just gonna nod.
I'll reach out my other hand at the same time and see if it will allow me to scratch behind his ears.
You'd have to get closer.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
So you're gonna move closer.
I assume you two have got my back.
There's not going to be much of your back left if this thing chooses to eat you.
As best we can.
Like, there's not like me, the dog, and then they're 20 feet behind me or anything like that. I don't know.
Well, I
Nice
think
doggy.
the problem is you're so close to the dog compared to them that by the time that they charged in to rescue you, they wouldn't so much be having your back as having your baby back ribs. Because, yeah.
I'm gonna stay about 10 feet away. I'm also gonna keep an eye on Stonehand and the dog to see either of them move.
You never know, Stonehand might just have a problem with dogs. You know, like how the thingy, like the thingy in Dragon Age, who hated pigeons because they got crapping on him. The golem. And he got really enraged whenever there was pigeons nearby. But to answer your question, Phil, no, it's not Clifford the Big Red Dog. I still have a soft toy of that, and he's staying in the other room. Maybe for a Halloween special or something. You have to fight a kaiju. Okay, so I believe this animal sort of thing would be animal handling, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, roll for it.
Ooh, 11.
That's not bad. That's not. You've not pulled any hostile moves, but you haven't really enamored yourself either. Yeah, Wolfie is still at his mum's. He popped in for a little bit earlier on in chat. We've not seen or heard from Noxious. I messaged him earlier and he hasn't replied, which is unusual. Hopefully he's alright. He did this a couple of weeks ago. He was unwell. Something going on with his family? Or something? I think he was just tired or something and lost track of days. Or lost track of the time or something.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
Yeah, as I said, this happened a couple of weeks ago. and I checked in on him during the week, and he was okay. So, well, the huge bulk of the dog sort of moves towards you as you sort of pet it, and sort of looks at your hand with the treat, well, with the rations, and sort of sniffs at them before attempting to slurp them off your hand with his just Fernando, it is your turn.
I get the sense this dog isn't evil.
Perhaps.
Does it look evil?
Yes.
I mean, it's a dog.
A 20-foot dog.
It is pretty much greyish black with yellow and red eyes with huge teeth. It's sort of like a huge black knobbly sort of bulldog thing with a huge red spiky collar.
It has a collar.
Yes.
Oh, that's interesting.
That means it's somebody's dog.
That tends to be what it means. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I want to meet the fucker who owns a dog this size.
I'm just trying to put the pieces together and figure out why Stonehand wants us to kill this thing. Because I don't trust that version of Stonehand. And I'm assuming if he wants it dead, that's probably not a good thing. I'm gonna try and head to its left, like 10 feet, staying 10 feet away from it at all times. So I'm gonna head around it so I can get a peek at that hole it was sniffing at. Can I see anything interesting about this hole? Yeah, to its left.
I tell you, to your left.
No, I'm staying 10 feet away from it at all times and moving around to its left flank so I can see the hole and see what the deal with Leo with that is.
It's very similar to the hole you jumped in, but smaller.
Does it look like it will lead somewhere?
Yes.
I'm gonna look over at the other two. I'm not 100% sure, but this hole, would it be where we need to traverse to go to the next level of this underworld on our journey?
Who are you asking?
Both of them.
I mean, your guess is as good as mine.
Whatever we're doing, can we please do it before this thing decides to eat me?
Or worse.
Or eat all of us? Yeah, worse.
I wouldn't do that, would you? We'll go boy.
Problem is, if he does turn out to be a boy and starts trying to assert dominance, None of you are big enough or strong enough to take it. In any sense of the word.
Yeah.
Except maybe Stonehand. Maybe that's why he's so angry.
Maybe.
That'd be a terrible thing to wake up to in the afterlife. Okay. So, I believe... Right. Yeah, the only person who hasn't moved is Richter.
Okay, well, the last thing I did was roll a perception and point out the well and the vines to everyone.
Yeah.
So, I don't really know what else I can do here. Oof. My mouse is being a bit of a... There we go. Could we get down that well even if we wanted to?
There's quite a bit of the vines in the way. The sort of tendrils are blocking it quite a bit.
Right. And I don't think we have anything to clear them right now.
Or blow them up.
Yeah, or blow them up, as the case may be.
Don't think you'd really want to blow them up now. Noxious becomes the ultimate nihilist and destroys the underworld.
That would be a development.
Yeah, I must admit that would be on the upper scale of stuff that characters in my RPs have done, destroying the afterlife.
Yeah. Could I maybe use that create water spell to give the dog a drink so that it will maybe not want to attack us?
Well, yes, you could use your create water to give it a drink. You might need to grab one of the chests or something first, though, just to put the water in something so it can get its head in it to drink it.
Right.
Just past it, there is a box big enough that you could fill it with water, and it would be able to slurp
Is it
from
within 30 feet? Is it within 30 feet of me? Because that's the range on the spell.
No, but you could go over and get it.
Okay, I'll go over to get that big box and use create or destroy water to fill it with water.
It'll take you until next turn to get to the box, but yeah, after that you'll be able to.
Okay, well I'll
You'll just have to
move over
open
the
it up.
box for this turn.
See, you got a plan.
Okay, yeah. Alright, I'm going over to the box so that I can give this dog a drink. So that to show it that we're friends.
That's a good plan. Because dogs
Okay.
die in hot hell dimensions.
Yeah.
I am presently drinking Tesco Classic Cola.
Huh.
Well, I could drink other things. I have 2 cans Christ. What's this? Ferocity by Tyson Fury. I have the black and blue raspberry and the sour apple. I haven't actually tried them yet.
I'm drinking watermelon Red Bull.
I would have picked up some apple and kiwi relentless, but it tastes weird now. Now it's green, not blue. I liked it when it was blue.
I think my favourite energy drink lately is the pineapple Lucozade one.
Yeah, I don't think I've had that one. The Lucozade is normally pretty good. Tylor, it's your turn.
I'll slowly take out another ration.
Okay.
Offer it to the dog, and I'll say to Fernando, do we maybe try and persuade the dog to help us kill Stonehand?
Can we even kill Stonehand if we're already in the land of the dead and he is supposedly dead?
You raise a good point.
What's Stonehand been doing at this point?
He's just watching. So, are you going to attempt to tame the dog again?
Befriend it, not
Oh, yeah,
tame it, befriend it.
No, Wolfie would be trying to tame it.
Yeah.
Wolfie can't help but start families.
Yeah.
If it's deemed a beast, I will try and talk to it again and see if it would help us defeat that guy behind us. And yeah, gesture towards Stonehand. If it's not a beast, it won't understand. But
You're going to tell it what?
ask it if it would help us defeat Stonehand and gesture towards him. I say, if it's not a beast, it won't understand me. But if it's deemed a beast, then
It turns towards Stonehand and growls, which is an extremely deep and sinister sound. Given its size, it's a very deep. Which just is extremely unnerving. Because you can literally feel it in the air.
not sure I'm persuading it, guys. I'll keep trying if you want.
As long as it doesn't feel the need to eat us, it'll be fine.
Okay. It jumps forward, causing a bit
Uh-oh.
of a... and starts to bark at Stonehand.
Oh, it did work. Oh, nice.
Stonehand turns and starts to yell, "Get away from me, you mangy mutt!" And starts to sort of attempt to sort of ward it off with his stick, with his spear.
You're gonna play fetch. Oh, yeah. Go on.
As he does, the dog bites the stick and breaks a large section of the spear off. Much to Stonehand's panic.
Well, what did he think was going to happen with a dog that sucked?
would you like to do next?
Me still.
Sorry, I mean, Fernando, it's your turn.
I'm gonna walk slightly closer to the hole.
Okay.
So I'm still trying to make the determination of where we're supposed to go.
The centre of the hole has got, as I said, a lot of these tendrils growing out of it and into the soil, which is why you've got these tendril trees growing in the distance. They're all linked through this central aperture from the lower level, like roots.
I think we need to go through that to get to a further into the underworld. Am I correct in that assumption? Or are we supposed to walk across a huge desert?
As you get closer to the aperture, the strings of your violin start to vibrate.
Well, that seems pretty clear that I'm correct. I think I am correct. I think we need to go through here.
Alright, following you.
Okay. So, how are you going to get past the tendrils?
I'm still coming up with the plan.
Oh, okay. Okay. Richter, it's your turn.
Okay.
So you've
Right.
got to
Well, the dog appears to have moved, so it wouldn't really. I mean, I'm still gonna fill the box to give the dog a drink. I think.
So you're going to grab the box and bring it to the dog.
Yeah, and then use create water to fill it with water, so that doggo can have a drink.
Okay, so it'll take you until next turn to do that last bit of taking it to the dog and then putting some water in it. So as long as it doesn't
Okay.
move any further
Alright,
away.
Okay, yeah. So I'll start bringing it back to the dog then.
Okay. Tylor, it's your.
You can create up to 10 gallons. That seems like enough.
Oh
doesn't
yeah,
it?
yeah. That'll be a nice drink for him. Tylor, what are you going to do?
Yeah. I hate to be a one-trick pony, but I will see if I can talk to these vines, if they'll let us through. Please.
Oh yeah, because druidic thing.
I could talk to plants and vegetation as well.
Yeah. The plants hiss and sort of. No.
Oh, we're gonna have to cut our way through, lads. Oh, hit it with my staff.
Hit what? Oh, the vines.
The vines.
Okay.
Yeah. Bludgeon it to death. 20.
Yep. Okay.
4 damage.
Yeah, because you'd used Shillelagh on yours as well, hadn't you?
I think that's been a minute. That would have faded.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's just my basic stuff.
As you smash part of the vine, it doesn't smash very much of it. It's extremely tough.
I think we're going to need something sharper or stronger.
You might need to have one of the the others might want to give you a bit of a bit of information on that one. They've seen how much damage these things can take. Okay. So that would make it doggy's turn.
Fernando.
Fancy's
Oh, yeah.
And he's biting him. The various critters in the area are sort of shuffling away. Just basically heading away from you, including the raven. Shadow demons moved. Okay, Fernando, it's your turn.
I'm gonna bonus action hex this vine and then I'll make a strike out.
Okay.
See if I can put a dent in it. 23 to hit. For 7 plus 6 necrotic damage.
Okay. Again, same thing. It's just absorbing it, just taking the hits. You have to to give you these tendrils are thicker than you are. They are extremely thick. They're like tree trunks.
I'm not sure we'll be able to cut through this. Finding myself at a bit of a loss right now.
I wonder if I could burn them away with Sacred Flame.
Well, you'd have to give it a try.
So I'm Yeah. I'm in the middle of watering doggo right now, though.
It's gonna make for an amusing thing. Okay, so was that all Fernando was gonna do? Just take a hack at the.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Richter has made it back to the dock with his chest, which he spilled with water.
Yep.
Is
Is the dog going for it?
the dog has basically kept one paw on Stonehand and is starting to lapping up the water.
Good boy.
Rub some peanut butter on the vining at Clifferton North Road. That's just mean.
Okay, so that's a spell slot. Well, that's my action for the turn to fill it with water. So, yeah, I guess that's me done then.
Okay. Well, I believe that makes it Tyler's turn.
Cool. I would like to have a good look around this well for any levers or writing, maybe that will make the vines retract.
There's nothing. What you can tell is that the vines have just grown through this. Like, this is a convenient way in. And that's about it. It's something fell through here, and this grew out of it. It's like an impact crater that has become overrun with vines.
Yeah, I'm stumped. I'll just take a look around, see if there's any other path we could maybe take.
Well, you do notice one thing has moved. That's the Shadow Demon's
Shadow Demon. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and ignore that guy.
Okay.
Pendy's not there.
backseat instinct. There's a giant dog. Okay. Fernando, can you give me a perception check?
Yes. Perception. 8.
No, you haven't noticed. What would you like to do?
Is there sort of these vines? Is there a branch sort of sticking up about the size of a rapier blade?
No.
So there's no branches coming off these at all.
No. The ones near you are. More angular. The bits that come off are quite thick.
Okay, I'm going to put my blade to the vine.
Okay.
And I'm going to grab the edge of the blade and I'm going to try and strip a piece of it off.
Okay. Well, some of the outer layer.
Yeah. So I'm just going to try and scrape the sword down it and try and strip some of this vine off.
Yeah, you do that.
I want a piece of it. Cool. Let's make that 2 and 8 for my attack roll.
Oh no, you managed to strip a piece off. It's not tough
cool.
in that regard. It's tough to go through, but you can scrape the surface quite easily. The surface near you is well, actually, what I can do is I can just put it to the camera for a second. It's very angular towards you, so basically scraping down would be quite easy.
So theoretically, if we kept sort of going at it, we could whittle it down eventually. But it probably wouldn't be inclined to let us.
And also remember what you saw last week. Remember a certain fire elemental?
Oh yeah. Yeah. He was giving it a good go.
I'm gonna wrap this in some cloth for now, so it's not touching me or anything I'm carrying.
Okay.
And that'll do me, because I got a plan for this, but I need some time.
Sounds like a good plan.
I'm not even sure if my ideas are gonna work.
Okay. Richter. Perception check, please.
Yep. Perception check coming right up. We go. 17.
You can see that a winged figure has stepped out from behind one of the tendrils, and he's walking towards you.
Okay. Ahoy there, friend or foe? I mean, he's already blatantly seen me, so... So I'll
his
ask this,
his reply is, I am certainly no friend of yours.
Dad? No, no. Right. Okay. Winged. So what is your interest in me and or my companions?
That depends on your interest in this plant.
Well, essentially, I think we need to get past it.
Indeed. But for what purpose?
Well, one of our compatriots, well, you wouldn't understand the phrase pulled an obnoxious, but he basically caused an explosion in the world of the living, causing a load of wraiths and what have you to spill through, and we're just trying to rectify this mistake. Well, no, that's landscape. The detail at the moment is we're trying to get to the Raven Queen.
So I was correct. It is you who has caused all of this catastrophe. And why I have to hide down here.
Well, not me personally or anyone you currently
Don't
set
you
eyes
know?
on, but
Don't you know, fool, what is going on beyond this underworld?
people keep asking us that. No, we don't.
The Raven Queen is out there killing whoever she feels like. And people like me have made
Yes.
many enemies. She might decide to wipe me out just for the laugh.
Well, it seems like the sooner we find the Raven Queen and put a stop to this, then the sooner you can rest easy, friend.
Well, no. The sooner you deal with this. Because if you don't deal with this, then the last thing you'll deal with is me. I'm not going to risk
enough.
myself going in there.
Alright, but how would we facilitate going in there?
Well, as you seem to be having some difficulty, perhaps I will have to help you. Lead me to your companions, Paladin.
Righty dokey, skip. Okay, I'll call over to everyone and say, "Hey mates, I found someone who might be willing to give us a hand, albeit grudgingly."
I'm trying to remember who spotted a certain flying horse.
That was me. That would be Fernando.
Oh, so you're going to recognise him immediately. As soon as he pokes his bony white head around the tentacle. It's everyone's favourite one-horned Megalomaniac. It's Venger.
Well, that's a turn up.
Oh wait, the wizard. Oh shit.
And he just basically told Noxious that, well, he just told Richter why he's here. He's not here to help you. He's basically here because at the moment the Raven Queen is going out wherever she feels like, and just bumping off anyone
Committing
she feels
genocide.
like for laughs. And someone who's as big a, shall we say, evil celeb as him doesn't like that, because it's very likely she'd have decided, actually no, let's bump him off for a laugh. Because why not?
Fernando is asking himself the same thing.
But here, you're kind of safe. That's why he's hiding down here. It's very difficult to get a bead on someone here. So that would make it Tylor's turn. Richter's
Any way you can help us get to the Raven Queen will be much appreciated.
indeed. Well, I suppose I'll have to find a way through this weed of yours.
Please, and I'll step back and give him some space.
I've just got to pull up his stats a second.
How's Stonehand and the dog doing?
Stonehand's kind of pinned and the dog's having a drink.
Still having a drink. Cool.
Well, he's having a big slurping drink of...
Yeah.
I think I prefer the other one. Okay, spells. Okay, he's going to go straight for one of his favourite spells. Assuming I remember how to do this. He has a DC 20 Fireball. With plus 21. Nice. Oh, hi, Gamer Girl. Sorry, I was just getting some figures for everyone. A second. Okay.
Has he given us a chance to move out of the way of this fireball?
No. He's aiming at the one that's further away from you. Oh, he blasts a massive chunk out of it. He just basically... huge energy ball appears in his hand. I mean, to give you an idea of what this guy looks like...
Maya.
He's very similar to Fernando. He's a tiefling with a bluish-white skin, he has one red horn and wings, and he wears quite thick looking red armor with a sort of a grey robe under it, and he has very sort of piercing red eyes, and when he charges his energy balls, he just basically smiles before unleashing it, and he has these little teeth, little fangs when he smiles that poke out. So he is just reveling in this. This basically an attempt to make you look stupid and sort of pathetic. As he easily blasts his way through some of the tentacle. It's back to Fernando's turn. How would you like to react to this?
I'm just going to lean into Richter and whisper as quietly as I can, so he doesn't. He likes to. It appears he likes to overcompensate for the lack of horn. I'm basically calling him a one-horned pussy.
And because of the jarring tone,
I'm also gonna look at him. You know, Fernando finds it funny that between demigods and you, a powerful sorcerer, somehow always ended up relying on the little guy to sort out the problem. While you cower like a cower here, in fear for your own life.
The more things change, eh?
Would you like to cower in fear instead? I'm happy to arrange it.
Fernando is not afraid of you. But you'll incinerate me? Good. Fine. But then you'd be stuck here, cowering for all eternity. Unable to solve this problem yourself.
unable to resolve it?
You're going to tell me you're like hanging around here? Waiting for this problem to sort itself out?
I kind of think if you were capable of resolving this problem yourself, you wouldn't be talking to us.
See you later, Phil. You think that after this, at this moment, I need you. You are the only one with the experience with this black stone. And I cannot be seen here.
So you agree with us then, my friend?
We're gonna pay for this remark later, I see.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I'm more interested in whether I can chide the end game boss into fixing this problem for us by calling him a bitch.
Except I don't want the Raven Queen to know that I'm here. I have enough rivals on this realm. You, on the other hand, may be able to slip through her defenses. Go to her like the loyal dog you are, and then slip that little shard out of her hand and restore the balance. She would see me as a rival and immediately seek to kill me. And then, where would we be?
Well, we'd be here waiting for you to finish the job so you can go home. Instead of you relying on us to do it for you.
Or I could simply leave you here. I'm sure the spirits here would be much more interested in persuading you. He makes a strange gesture, and the spirits and skeletons and white start to move in towards you.
Well, how about a little decorum? You want us to do you a favor? Maybe you do us a favor in turn.
Name your terms.
Give me a minute. I want to turn around to the other guys and like, okay, what do we want from this bitch? I mean, sort of team huddle, like, what do we want?
You guys negotiate for... Well, all I want to know is what happened to, All Richter wants at this point is to know what happened to his crew that he lost on the way to the island, but he's only mentioned them in passing, so I'm probably just gonna...
Keeps turning into.
I'm probably
Taylor
just
wanted
gonna...
the
Keeps turning into the end of.
Taylor
the
wanted the Shadar-Kai to stop following us.
Yeah. So I'm probably just gonna say, hey, you guys negotiate for whatever you want. I'll settle for a question, I guess. And maybe some booze.
What do you think, Taylor? What do you want?
Be rid of this place. And that guy following us.
Okay. Well, how about this? How about this? You made us big hole. My friend here has a question. My other friend wants your shadowy minions to stop tailing us.
And what do you want?
I have everything I want at the moment. I merely wish to return the Raven Queen back to her self so she can return to the Tower of Memories, where she likes to be. And I'm sure that maybe one day we'll meet and we'll find out what I really want. But for now, that'll do me.
Oh,
I'll take that giant hole as my compensation.
we've upset someone. We just got attacked twice.
Who, me?
Two bots just tried to dump a load of banned stuff on us. I don't know if it...
Ah, pawn
Yeah.
bot.
Wisebot timed out Smiley Dead 99 and also Laxi. One got timed out for 3,600 seconds, the other got timed out for 18,000.
18,000. That is several
Yes.
hours.
I do love how that does that. That's that. One thing to remember, Fernando. If you start streaming, Wisebot is a very good friend. I've learned that quite a few times when we've been streaming, and suddenly I get a message pop up. One message was deleted by moderator. One message was deleted by moderator, and then all this stuff comes up. But yes, back to the game. So he turns and looks towards the direction of the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon. You're not to follow these adventurers anymore, even if I command you to. Your question, Paladin?
When I came to this island, my crew disappeared. I need to know what happened to them. We were attacked by some red tentacly things that, now that I think about it, bear a striking resemblance to that type of plant. And when I came to, I was the only one left to pull the boat in. I just want to know what became of my crew.
I suspect you'll find your crew is caught on some form of barrier reef.
So they're alive?
Very possibly. I cannot say that I have
Well,
seen
that's
them.
good news.
But then again, I don't go looking for just any sea-bound ruffians. But that would be a best place to start. There.
Barrier reefs. Well, I'll remember that.
Do you consider this to be a fair exchange, Bard?
No, I think this is comparable to both of us, no?
Well, then get on with it. Oh, wait. But first, you must remember one thing. You can't even seem to get through these roots. What makes you think you'll get through to the lower levels?
We'll find a way.
You had better. Because if you do not deal with the Raven Queen, you would certainly better make sure that you are never seen on the upper levels of this underworld again. Because if you are, I will kill you.
We'll see. Don't be so sure.
Well, with that, I guess we'd better get going, hey guys?
Do we have to jump down this hole or climb down the vine?
Ranger's still needs to blast the other two pieces. So it's gonna take him a little bit longer to. It's gonna take him another 2 turns for him to blast the other two. So whose turn? Oh, he just did that and then had a moan. So yeah, I think it's Fernando's turn now, isn't it?
No, my time was negotiating
good
with
point,
him.
Good point.
Oh, that makes it my
Yeah.
turn then, doesn't it? Well, so has he blasted the remaining vines off it yet, or are we still waiting
You're
for him
waiting
to
for
do
him
that?
to do that. It'll take 2 more of his turns to do that.
Okay. Well, in that case,
And the dog has finished its
I
water.
think. Am I close enough to the dog to pet him?
Yeah.
I'll try petting the dog.
Okay. The dog sort of is quite excited by that.
Oh no. Okay. So does the dog do anything?
No, it just it kind of gets closer to you and gives you a bit of a slurp.
Oh. Okay. Go on. I'm glad you like me.
You are absolutely
Right. Okay.
covered from the waist up in dog slobber.
Ugh. Well, could have been worse. Right. Okay, so for my action then, I think because we don't know what's down that well, I can bless up to 3 creatures of my choice within range. Can I cast bless on the 3 party members that are currently present? Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, oh, the duration is up to 1 minute. I don't know that there'd be any point. Right, I was I was thinking of giving us all a buff by blessing us, but if the duration's only a minute, then maybe
Well, it
not.
would last a couple of rounds of combat.
Yeah. But if I used it now, it'd probably wear off before we got into combat. But I do have, like, double spell slots today, so maybe I will chance it. Yeah, I will cast Bless on all three of us. So, for the next minute or so, whenever we make an attack roll or a saving throw, we can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the, to the roll.
Okay.
So, if we end up attacked or attacking in the next minute, you've got a bit of a buff.
Thank you very much.
Alright, that's my turn then.
Okay, Tylor, it's your turn.
How's Stonehand looking?
He's still pretty pinned.
Can I go and loot his court? Loot him.
Um,
See if he's got any gold or anything.
he, um, he's not actually like dead. Well, he's not down. He's just being stood on.
He's not going to resist me, is he? I don't think.
Well, he's just got a dog paw on his chest. Yeah. His arms are free. They just aren't strong enough to push the dog off him.
Yeah.
So yeah, he would resist.
Okay, I'll leave him alone. I'll just wait for this wizard to do his thing.
Okay. So Venture takes another blast at the thing, and more to see if he gets a crit than anything. Which he does. He blows off both remaining sections with one blast. So, Richter, it's your turn. I'm sorry, Fernando. I
thought I
keep looking at the wrong picture. Sorry, Fernando, it's your turn.
Wait, all the undead are approaching us. Why? In case we try and run away from them. And not go down the hole.
Well, they're very, very close to you.
I'm gonna start You said the hole's open now, right? I'm gonna start heading down it.
Okay, how are you going to do it this time?
I'm gonna climb down it.
Okay. So, yeah, that would be a strength test, isn't it? Or is it acrobatics? Acrobatics. Climbing.
Or athletics.
I'm gonna say acrobatics.
Ooh.
Yeah,
13.
you're climbing down slow. Okay. Richter, now it's your turn.
Okay, so we're going down the well.
Yep.
So, do I make an acrobatics check to see how fast I'm going?
Well, it's to see if you actually climb down or if you fall down.
Oh, so, well, do I roll for
Yes.
acrobatics anyway? Okay, where's acrobat? There we are, top one. And
Yeah.
10.
You're climbing down slow as well.
Yep. Okay, I'm just gonna climb down slowly for my turn, just like taking advantage of the acoustics of the hole to sing some sea shanties.
Okay. Tylor,
Go on, sing us one.
what are you to do?
I'll
Yeah.
follow suit. 17.
Nice. Okay, so you all climb into the hole and start lowering yourselves down.
Thought I heard the old man say, leave her, Johnny, leave her.
Good man.
Tomorrow ye will get your pay, and it's time for us to leave her. Just trying to lighten the mood. We are in.
Come on, Fernando, whip up a tune to go with it.
Could be worse. Yeah, there could have so many worse songs.
Yeah, Wellerman either goes down very well or very badly, depending on where you are.
Okay, well, I believe that calls for a, well, not a short intermission, but while I change the board, as Stonehand is no longer there, and we can say goodbye to Mamat. Mamat, who attacked me in the last session and jumped off my shelf because my battler fell over. He jumped on me.
Oh, damn. Oh.
So, you're climbing down this very wide, well, quite wide passage. As you're climbing, the tunnel seems endless. There's no light. As the light from above you disappears, there's no light below you. You're just climbing into darkness. Each step getting closer to falling. Can you each roll me another acrobatics check?
Alright. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
18.
Nice.
19.
22.
Nice.
Nat 20.
Well, as I said, as you keep shimmering downwards, the tunnel is slightly narrower as you go. And you're approaching. Can I get a perception check from each of you? Fernando should get a bonus because he has.
Okay. Natural 1.
Oh,
Yeah, me too.
A 13.
oh yeah, but you also have your. Was it dark sight?
Yeah, my dark.
Yeah.
I've got dark
So
vision.
you
Yeah.
can see there is a light ahead. The other two are just like, it just goes on forever, and are starting to panic.
I've been singing the sea shanty as well.
Well, like I said, they're starting to panic.
Damn, my friends, do not worry, we're almost there. Just.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Oh, the wind was foul and the sea ran high. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Shit.
But Fernando is the first one to realise there's no actual path down beyond a point. You're climbing down into the ceiling of another room.
What's the drop from? What's the drop down?
It seems to be the same sort of room that you just came out of.
So the fall shouldn't hurt us
What
then,
an-
since we've
What
fell
a
for several
never-ending
minutes.
desert of bullshit.
Yes. Except there's a cage in the middle. Someone planned on you. You could just about see it. Someone planned on caging you if you dropped.
Oh, so the cage is under the drop. Oh, well, fuck that. That's for a bag of potatoes. Damn, my friends, there appears to be a cage to catch us when we fall. Try and swing as far away from it as you can. What is the drop? What's the height of the drop? I'm wondering how much damage this is going to do.
It's not going to do any damage. It's,
Oh, that's great, cool. I'm just gonna, how high is it? Still a relevant question to me, actually. What's the difference between me at the bottom of this hole and the floor?
50 feet.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna let go. Full 30 feet, and then I'm gonna bonus action teleport. So I'm stood 10 feet to the left of the cage.
Okay.
I guess they didn't realize that they were messing with Fernando Martinez. No cage can hold me. Bonk. Better use that teleport. I'm just gonna shout out, aim away from the cage! Because this looks like a huge cage, and I'm not going to be able to push it out the way. Because I am not strong.
Okay, so Richter, it's your turn. So you'll need to perform an acrobatics
Right.
check.
Acrobatics check. And oh no, 6.
Oh dear.
Have I fallen?
Tylor. Acrobatics check.
19.
Isn't in the cage.
Right, so I've fallen into the cage.
So that drinking has affected your hand-eye coordination.
Right, okay, well, since I'm in the cage, what I do have is the Mace of Smiting, which I think does bonus structural damage or something. I'm going to try and break the cage. Hold on. You gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. The bonus increases to +3 when you use the mace to attack a construct. If you roll a 20 on attack roll made with this weapon, the target takes an extra 7 bludgeoning damage or 14 bludgeoning damage if it is a construct.
I believe that means
If the construct has...
when it says construct, I think it means like isn't that like a magical being?
Oh, right. I thought it meant like a
Or
structure.
does it actually,
So I might be able to use it to smash the cage, was my
is
thinking.
that what that means when it says construct?
Yeah, usually things that do double damage to structures have the siege
Ah.
property.
Ah, right. Okay. Never mind then. So I'm not breaking this cage, is what you're telling me?
No.
I mean, I could still take a swing at it, I guess, but...
Or the fact it's on its side, you could just climb out of it.
Oh, alright. I'll try and climb out of it. What would I need to... Is that
Yeah.
an athletics check? Natural 1. Never mind.
no.
Look! No, I'm still slippery from the dog slobber.
You've literally just fallen, spine cracked over the bars of this cage, rolled into it, and then just gone, just no, I can't get up.
Can't get out of this thing.
Me and Fernando try and tip it. So the front the cage door is on the side rather than
The
on top.
cage, it's on the top. It's actually open.
Yeah. So can me and Fernando try and roll it over?
He's bigger than you. Quite significantly bigger than you. I don't think you'd have enough weight,
Okay.
sort of leverage.
Okay.
What if I run
can
into
I-
the wall at the same time as they pull? Like,
Can I just take out the rope from my bag and just fling it over the side of the
Yeah.
cage? So he has a rope to climb on.
thank you.
Well, who's going to do a perception check first?
I do believe it is Taylor's turn, so...
Who's Taylor?
Sorry?
Yeah, I'll just try and help get Richter out of the cage.
Okay.
help brace the rope. Because I imagine in his armor, Richter weighs a frickin' ton.
I mean, it's not full plate, it's chainmail, but it's still not going to be light.
He might be carrying a bit of water weight as well.
Yeah, maybe a bit.
Should that be ale weight?
Oh,
I'll turn into an elk to give me a bit more strength, try and help.
Good idea. Okay. So how are you going to do it between you?
I'm gonna... Tylor, do you mind if I wrap this rope around your antlers?
I can't communicate back. I'll stamp a
I was gonna
hoof
say,
on the
you could
floor
still sort of nod.
to indicate yes.
I'm gonna tie the rope around one of his antlers, and I'm gonna help him try and drag Richter out by this rope.
I guess I'll tie the rope round my waist and try and sort of rappel up the cage wall while they do.
Okay. So that'll be another check, but with bonus. I'll apply some bonuses for that. For this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Athletics?
Yeah. Easy.
18. Okay.
Easy when you know how. And you got elk. And rope.
So I'll untie the rope from the antlers, and then wrap my rope back up. I'll start winding the start winding that back up. My lucky rope, it never fails. Is it useful for a good time?
Thank you. Oh. And just sort of just crack my back into place.
Okay. So who's next? Well, actually, you're going to each need to gonna have to each give me a perception check.
Okay. What now? Okay.
Fernando is still busy winding his rope.
13.
He sees jack shit.
9.
That's weird.
I've got a separate elk page, and the stats on wisdom is 0, so I rolled a 9.
Yeah, I forgot that.
No, you still keep your wisdom. When wild shape, you keep your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma modifiers the same.
Well, it's 13 then.
Okay. So you're all aware that there is a smaller hole, similar to the one you just climbed down, under the cage. Literally, the cage is stopping you from going straight down.
Right. So the objective becomes simple. Move the cage somehow.
Yep.
Right.
Sorry, why are we moving the cage? I think I missed that.
The hole into the next chamber is below the cage.
I mean, I'm in elk form for an hour, so we could try and pull it.
Hmm.
Fernando shall take out his rope again and retie it to the elk antlers, and then tie it to the bars of the cage. Okay, this will take considered effort. 1, 2, 3, pull.
And everyone pulls.
Okay. The cage starts to move slightly. As it moves, there's a bigger space into the gap. How many turns do you want to spend pulling on it?
Until we move it off the gap,
Okay. As you keep going,
or until the elk becomes Tylor again,
it takes
and we find out what the rope is attached to.
it takes you a good 20 minutes of pulling to move that cage off of the hole.
Question, how the hell are we gonna get the elk Tylor down the hole?
Oh, once the no, I can't talk to you, so.
Yeah. Well, I suppose we could take a short rest, given that, well, I presume we don't want to leave you here, and I presume there's nothing else in here that can hurt us, at least in the immediate vicinity. We could just take a short rest and wait for you to turn back into a human.
No, I can, as an action, I can revert it back to my Firbolg form.
Ah,
You don't have to wait the whole hour.
right.
So, what are you going to do?
As soon as we've got rid of the cage off the hole, I'll revert into Firbolg form.
Okay. So, whose turn is it now? I think that makes it
Us.
Fernando's turn. if you've used your turn to.
Once more until the breach, my dear friends. What's down this hole?
At the moment, no one's done a perception check.
I will do a perception check down that hole.
Nice.
For a nat 20.
It's
For
another
23.
seemingly bottomless hole,
Yay.
but narrower again. This time it's going to be quite.
And this is,
smooth.
yes, this is the way forward. So I'm just gonna... Yeah, I'm just gonna jump down it. I'm gonna put what, I'm gonna have my arms and legs so I can just put them against the walls to stop if I need to. If you get what I mean. So I can just spider climb down the walls if I want. But I'm just gonna tuck them in and keep falling until I seem to be in the situation where I need to stop.
It's just whether the others stop if they're following you. Okay. So you're starting to climb down, well, basically dropping down. Richter, how are you going to traverse the next segment?
Well, do I need a perception check?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
16.
you can tell it's you can't tell as much as you. Fernando can tell it's seemingly bottomless. But has got like the perfect footing going as far as he can see. You can see some of the footing. But after a point it becomes dangerous again.
So, do I have a rope? I think I do. I have 50 feet of hempen rope. I think if we're gonna keep going down holes, I think I'm gonna tie one end of my rope to the cage and sort of rappel down.
Okay.
I can, and you know the rope will be there for Tylor to use to get down as well. And Fernando if he needs to. And it might even give us an advantage if there's any more unpleasant drop surprises there. Although that will mean I'll have to take the rope out of my inventory, won't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I now have 0 ropes. But I've got us a handy way down the hole that will hopefully avoid us falling into cages. So do I need to roll anything for that?
Yeah. Rather than acrobatics, as I said, I'll apply some bonuses to it.
Acrobatics, you say? I think that's an 18.
Yeah.
Although it doesn't.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's more
18.
than enough.
This way, if there is a cage waiting for us at the bottom of this hole, we can just swing out of the way of it.
Okay, so
I'm gonna get really curious if people are just leaving cages at the bottom of things for us.
well, as you rappel down, I'd like a perception check from each of you.
Okay. Perception check. $17.
Oh, you can hear it.
18.
Natural 20 for 24.
Damn.
But my acrobatics was a 9. I am using the rope, however, if that helps.
Well, it's all going to come down to one thing. Can you roll a strength test?
Sure. 9
Ooh.
as well.
Yeah, you don't hold on,
Uh-oh.
and you slip and collide with Richter.
Oh no!
Richter, strength test.
Oh. Strength check. Alright. Strength. Oh, that's a. Please. Come on. 22. Do I catch him?
Please tell me you're not wearing a pointy helmet.
Yeah, be glad of that. Be glad of that. He's not wearing this pointy helmet.
A Turkish helmet with the 2 feet spike coming out of the top.
Oh, I was thinking the old World War One German helmets with the giant spikes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Richter has managed to actually hold, despite thingy falling.
Sorry.
Despite you falling on him, he's actually managed to hold both your weight.
Don't worry, mate. I got you.
It's only one slight problem.
What's that?
Can the rope take it?
Ah.
Oh, it held. It's alright, it held.
Okay. Whew.
But almost. So as you climb slowly down, you start to see another light source at the bottom. And the ones who did hear it, so that's
I think everyone
Yeah.
heard it.
but Tylor was the one who actually heard all of it. There's chanting, there's gnoll laughter,
Oh, not more. No.
and several familiar voices of the cultists.
Now, my friends, it looks like we might be in for a fight in this one.
You know what? I'm feeling pretty good. Bring it on.
Fernando, perception check when you emerge.
Ooh, a 7.
Ooh. No, you wouldn't miss this. You wouldn't miss this. There's too many of them. You'd have to have got a natural 1 to miss this. There is a huge number of gnolls and cultists and hyenas waiting for you. There's a cage there.
Like to the point of
There's
absurdity.
a cage there, and they are just waiting for something to drop into it. There is at least 20 to 30 cultists, about the same in hyenas and gnolls, and they're all just basically, and their leaders. It's like a who's who of.
I'm gonna look up at look up at Richter and Tylor and be like, my friends, there is about 20 to 30 of each cultist and gnolls. I don't think we can take them. It would be a tall order even for me.
Maybe we climb back up and wait till we're at full strength. All our allies with us.
No, maybe that might be an idea. Wait until we have our full party. But what do we do for now?
And consider the fact that you're all sort of dangling up at the bottom of this hole. That's assuming you can hold on.
Fernando, is there anything we can hide behind?
No, there is a cage and they have us pretty surrounded on all fronts. If we drop, we are either falling in a cage or fighting our way out.
Not much of a choice.
How many null lords are there? Because they're the ones that are the big pains. Because we can barely take those things down.
4.
Okay, this is a fight we are not meant to win.
3.
We
Sorry.
are not meant to
Miscounted.
win this.
3. Oh no, there is 4.
3.
Sorry.
Yeah, with 4 null lords plus 30 cultists and null. Yeah, we're not meant to win this fight.
No, Wolfman's over his mum's from Mother's Day yesterday. Well, the day before. He hasn't come home yet. Or gone home yet. Saying come home yet sounds weird. Sounds like he lives with me. Like he hasn't gone home yet.
And what's the distance to the fall again?
Same distance.
So 90 feet? No,
It's
wait.
over 50.
50 feet. 50, cool. Okay.
Funny thing is,
So what do you think? We should fight our way through,
funny
or...?
thing is there is one safe place.
Oh, is there?
In the case.
Yeah, in the cage.
Let's live life to the fullest and just go for it.
Okay, I like your enthusiasm, my friend. Cool.
Are we fighting?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. Can you give me a turn before we drop? I have an idea. I'm gonna cast
Alrighty then.
the spell mirror. I'm gonna cast the spell mirror image. So now there's suddenly 4 Fernandos
Hanging from the ceiling.
clinging to this wall.
Fernando.
You don't want to know what Fernando is thinking right now.
They're illusions. And what's the closest Null Lord to my drop zone when I teleport next turn?
Weirdly, probably one of the most dangerous. It's the archer.
Cool. I'm gonna put a Hexblade curse on him.
Okay.
Cool. And I'm gonna stay here, and that'll be my turn, and I'll drop next turn. This turn was a lot of setup.
I think we should all drop together if at all, so I'm also gonna do
Well-
a setup to...
I think we should try and set up.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh.
I am... Oh. Sorry, is it my turn?
Yeah, go on,
Yeah,
go on.
You need to
Yeah.
do one thing first, though. You're still.
What's that?
Tylor
No,
didn't do one
I
thing.
grabbed the rope. No. I freaking grabbed the rope.
You didn't say that. You didn't say that.
Ah.
No, you forgot to say that. No.
Alright, so...
That's it.
Richter, strength
Okay,
test.
so what do I have to do?
Fair enough.
You got so caught up in your plan to
Is that-
attack, you forgot to grab the rope. Richter's been holding you up while you've been planning. Richter's hands are sweaty.
Strength check? So is it a
Yes.
strength check? Come on.
Oh, heck.
13. Oh, God.
Uh-oh.
Oh god.
Fernando, you need to perform a strength check.
Oh, no. Sorry, Fernando.
No,
An 8 minus 1 is a 7.
you will land in the cage.
Oh, damn it
A
all.
big heap. You were all in that tunnel together, just like, we're gonna make it, and Tyrrell
Oh,
is
no.
like, Tylor is like, yeah, Richter's got me. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We're not gonna fall. And then Richter's hands still a little bit slippery from the dog slobber. Slips. The weight of the two of them collides with Fernando, completely unexpectedly, and the three of you come crashing down into that cage. The gnolls and the cultists all turn in surprise.
Okay, we have a chance to get out of the cage.
And that's where we'll end it tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a cliffhanger.
Well, it's falling off a cliffhanger.
Yeah. Oh.
It's because we were getting to that 4-hour mark.
Yeah.
And I'm getting tired. I've been at work all day.
Yeah.
And it's a shame we didn't have Wolfie and Noxious. You'd have got through those other parts a lot quicker and got to this part much sooner. But it's just how it goes sometimes. So, on that cliffhanger ending, we will say goodnight for now. I'd like to thank everyone for
Good night, everybody.
coming. It's been good.
Good night, viewers. Thank you.
Next time, will the party survive the mass onslaught of cultists and gnolls? Will they ever get to the kingdom of the Raven Queen? Find out next week.
Oh.
John. And my Hexblade curse on the archer, you should make a note of that. Yeah, they're gonna jump out of ambulance and be in a cage as we're jumping out.